Hello, I'm Keith Kreischer, the Executive Director of the IoT M2M Council, here with my good friend and colleague, Rick Somerton, CEO of eSat Global. Rick, good morning.
Hi Keith, nice to see you again. Great conference, isn't it?
And, terrific stuff.
Congratulations to IMC on putting another great show on in your part of it too.
Well, you know, it's been a successful week already, so we're very pleased with how things are going here. You know, satellite always seems to be getting more and more important in IoT applications.
Mm-hmm.
You know, eSat Global obviously at the forefront of all of that. You know, what is your experience in IoT, and you know, talk to us about you coming to eSat Global.
Sure. Well, I came to eSat about 5 years ago, Keith, and when I came, I'd been in IoT for about 10 years. We tried to build a couple of terrestrial networks, and the problem we saw with building terrestrial networks was that they're really expensive to build, and you got to wait for customers to come, and just the cycle just made it really difficult. And about 5 years ago I got approached by eSat, and when they told me what they were trying to do with geo satellites that gave them coverage around the world using other people's satellites without having to pay for that infrastructure, I said that's just a solution made in heaven for IoT, especially in the remote areas that we want to really focus on. Although we can do cities as well as rural,
we're seeing more and more. I mean, satellite being applied everywhere.
Yes.
So you know, it's not just remote areas, but it seems like not just industrial sort of asset tracking applications. It's really expanding all over the map.
Yeah, we actually had some conversations the other day with a major meter manufacturer, and they saw satellite as an option for them as being a fallback when their system's not working.
Right.
And so that's across the city, so that opens up a huge opportunity for us.
Great stuff. What would you say differentiates eSat from other satellite services providers?
I think for us the differentiation is our really laser focus on small messages and efficiency. So our system's been designed from the bottom up. So we just said, and this is from our CTO, he started with a blank sheet of paper and he said, if I was going to build the best IoT system for satellite, how would I do it? So I delivered really what most customers need. And then he sat down and he made a most efficient system using geo satellites, which are focused in L-band, which has fantastic coverage. And plus also, it just works well in the L-band.
Right. You know, satellites, there's no doubt they're taking off in all manner of IoT applications, but there have been some places where they've kind of under-delivered. At least that's what we hear. Talk to us about that. Is that true, and where?
Well, what we're seeing is, you've probably seen everything's a really slow rollout. So Viasat has some things that they're rolling out right now, but they only have it in a few countries. Why is that? It's because the systems that they put in place are not capable of utilizing the satellite efficiently, and there's a trade-off between reliability of device and the amount of area that a satellite can cover in the systems that they're using. So our system's a little bit different, or a lot different actually. We can provide full coverage of a satellite using 1% of the power of the satellite. The competing systems, if they want to have the same link margins, which comes down to reliability, means that they can only service a very small fraction of the coverage area. So they can never provide the promise of satellite, which is global coverage, seamless roaming from place to place. So what we're seeing now is there are a number of players that have gone down that track, and these are quite big name players that are looking at the performance and the footprint available to them with these existing solutions, and they're coming back to us and saying, hey, we like what you're doing, and we want to have that bigger coverage and higher reliability. So
that's a great segue. You know, I know you guys have had a series of successful air trials recently. Talk to us about that. Where are you in the development of the network? And when can we expect to see solutions arriving?
Sure. So we've installed all our hardware in Thoria's Earth Station. So we're doing tests on that Earth Station equipment in the next few weeks. We took our devices out into the field, went to South Africa, which is a bit of fun because we drove around South Africa and we drove about 700 k's to and from Kruger National Park.
All right.
And I got to go on safari. So we drove through Kruger National Park. I saw the Big Five.
There you go.
So that was a treat.
Great stuff.
And we demonstrated in an area that doesn't have any cellular coverage that we could send GPS. So we were sending, we had 8 devices, we had them all stuffed around in a combi, and they worked seamlessly the whole time. They were under the seats, in the seat pocket. For 24 hours we sent, each one of them sent a message, a GPS fix every 15 seconds.
Great.
And 99% reliability. And
Great.
so we're very happy with the performance, and we weren't even in a good beam on the satellite. We had a special beam that they'd made for us. Since then we've done testing in France, in Germany, in Dubai and Australia, and all the results come back confirming the original results of our tests. So we're doing some field trials in March. In the second half of this year we will be bringing on early adopters, so early adopter partners, and so we'll be doing field trials with them, and in November we'll have a full market launch of the product, full commercial launch. So.
Super. Hey, Rick, it's been a great week already.
Yeah.
Super to see you again.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks so much for coming by.
Okay, great to see you.